But first, I'm John Bachman with this Newsmax Now update. The Syrian town of Kobani, right on the Turkish border. There are battles today continuing to rage between ISIS forces trying to take the town and its Kurdish defenders. Turkey's president says the town is on the verge of falling to militant hands, and he has tanks already stationed on the border, but they remain silent. U.S.-led airstrikes have apparently hit ISIS targets nearby, but it is not clear what positive effect, if any, those airstrikes have had. And the fight against ISIS has cost taxpayers $1.1 billion since operations started in June. The Pentagon says it's spending between $7 and $10 million every single day on airstrikes into Syria and Iraq. And new poll numbers in that Kentucky U.S. Senate race show the challenger is now out in front. The Bluegrass poll shows Democrat Allison Lundgren Grimes up by 2 points on Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell. It is the first poll since early June giving Grimes a lead, but it's still well within the margin of error. And in Pennsylvania, Democrat Tom Wolf has a 17-point lead over incumbent Governor Tom Corbett. The race has tightened a bit since another Quinnipiac poll last month, but Election Day is just about 4 weeks away. Also in Pennsylvania, the manhunt continues. Eric Frein, a suspected cop killer, is still on the run in the woods of northeastern Pennsylvania. 3.5 weeks ago, state police say Frein shot and killed one trooper and wounded another in an ambush attack. Police believe they found a note Frein wrote talking about his ambush and the escape. And earlier this week, he may have been spotted at a tree nursery. Investigators say dogs picked up on his scent, but lost it again after trying to track it across several creeks. In Madrid, Spain, health officials are trying to figure out how Ebola isolation procedures failed. A nurse, now the first person to contract Ebola outside of West Africa, is receiving treatment. She caught the virus while treating a priest in Madrid who had recently returned from West Africa. Others have been quarantined and monitored for exposure. And in Texas, Eric Duncan remains in critical condition today and is receiving an experimental drug treatment. In Nebraska, NBC cameraman Ashoka Mukpu is also being treated for Ebola there. And for just about $2 billion, you can buy this. A Chinese company now buying the New York's famous Waldorf Astoria Hotel. Hilton is selling to the Anbang Insurance Company, but they'll continue to run the hotel under a 100-year contract. Also today, high over our heads, 2 astronauts have been at work spacewalking at the International Space Station. American Reed Weissman and German Alexander Gerst have been doing the first outside maintenance on the ISS in more than a year. And if you have those LED lights inside your house and you save money because of it, you can thank these folks right here. They created the blue light-emitting diode, which paved the way for the LED. And for that, they were awarded the Nobel Prize for Physics today. Another update for you in 30 minutes. I'm John Bachman. Now back to Midpoint.